Good morning, boomers worldwide. It's the voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to CryptoZilla out there in the chat box. I see you. Kaboom. It's looking funny bunny out there. We'll be talking about that as well. Today, we're specifically going to be talking about, can Steem users be censored? I had received some word yesterday during the live stream that apparently Steem did some censorship there on their blockchain or on their platform, to be correct there. Today we're going to be dipping, diving, and sliding deeper into that and examining if people indeed can be censored on Steem. If you guys don't know about the Dark Overlord hacker group, they're demanding Bitcoin. They've been kicked off Twitter, I believe, and now they're posting on Steem. And apparently Steem banned them. And we're going to be asking that question, is it Steem or just Steem? We're going to be dipping, diving, and sliding deeper into that. But first, let me shout out all the Champagne Crypto maniacs out there, the boomers that are still with me here in the blockchain battlefield trenches, booming with the best of them, whether things are going up or down. Right now, we're under attack on the left flank. Bitcoin's down 5%, Ethereum down 11%, Bitcoin Cash down 12%, blood on the streets, red on the field. What are you going to do? Are you a crypto maniac soldier ready? One locked and loaded, ready to go and kaboom and fire at whatever moves out there. Blockchain Susha booming early with the champagne champion out there. Indeed, I see you, Susha. We'll be talking about censorship on Steem, and we're talking about the price of Bitcoin taking a dive now this morning. Let's go ahead and check out how healthy or ill, depending on how you look at it, the market's looking. Let me share my screen, turn off these coins, hit refresh. Right now, CoinMarketCap reading $127 billion on the markets worldwide. Bitcoin dominance has increased slightly, 52.4. But this Bitcoin dominance seems to be pretty solid, if you're asking me. Even though the markets are tanking right now, I'm still surprised that the dominance hasn't increased. It looks like people are still confident with the altcoins worldwide. Good morning to Rafterman. I see you. CryptoZilla said they were banned due to violating its terms of service. So there's something in the fine print to let them do it. Yeah, we're going to be talking about exactly what's going on here. Shout out to Mike Measy. Shout out to Derek McLean. The market's dumping. He loves it. Looks like it may be a red tag discount event. Right now, we spoke about price predictions, and this was a resistance level that was identified by one of the articles we discussed yesterday, 38. The bottom had it at 32. I don't think things are going to be going much lower, but hey, you know, we got to be prepared for impact. Anything could happen. Indeed, 38.25 on Bitcoin. Ripple taking the number 2 spot. You know, I don't like that. It's at 34 cents. Although Ethereum was looking a little bit more beefed up. It looked like it was hitting the gym. I showed you the meme of Vitalik and friends getting a little stronger there. Ethereum has fell to number 3 at $133. It's down 11, almost 12% out there. It's a bloodbath. Bitcoin Cash 139. EOS at 257, down almost 10%. Stellar at 11%. Litecoin 34. Tether is at 102. Tron at 2 cents. Satoshi Vision. I don't even know about Satoshi Vision, guys. Convince me out there, because I'm not convinced. Cardano at 4 cents. Down 11%. It's a bloodbath. 33 cents for IOTA, and Binance at 617. Let me know how you feel about this. We got hit by a rogue grenade here in the morning. I wasn't even expecting this. To be honest with you, I would have been expecting things to be solid. But, you know, Bitcoin is the contrarian. You never know with the bits. It's an incitement on the networks. You never know. You never know out there. So but be prepared. Always have one in the chamber, and prepare for any possible rogue waves out there, boomers. Any possible rogue waves. Today we're talking about specifically Steem. Can users be censored? Because apparently this the Dark Overlord hacker group, that's a tongue twister, was banned from Steemit. Now I want to make sure that you guys understand that there's a difference between Steemit and Steem. Steemit uses the Steem blockchain. It is not the Steem blockchain, and we're going to be diving deeper into what exactly that means. Shout out to Mike Rafterman. Queens racist. He says blood on the streets. Namakan says told you we're headed down. Definitely expecting it. Blockchain says look at Tron. Lee Banky's out here. The brothers are in the box. The brothers are in the box. So let's talk about these dark overlords. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have caught wind of these hacker guys. Okay, this group or a person or group of people, I don't know, but they're dubbed as the Dark Overlord, or is it's maybe one guy, the Dark Overlord. They say that they have a treasure trove of documents relating to the 9/11 terrorist attacks on the U.S. Says that this hacker group, that they hacked some law firms or whatnot, and they got all this juicy information. And bottom line here is that they want Bitcoin. They want Bitcoin, and they're demanding the bits. Okay, which is weird to me. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 to you. Says, oh, we only want Bitcoin. But listen, if you're a high-level hacker, why would you be using Bitcoin? I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe a psyop, and maybe a psyop with these dark overlords. You never know. Okay, I'm questioning anything possible on the table out here, boomers. But anyhow, they want Bitcoin. Okay, so they said on their post, and they got kicked off Twitter. Okay, and then they started posting over there on Steem It. Okay, you know, I like Steem It, a decentralized social media platform, and you can earn for your posts. But apparently they were banned from Steem It for violating the terms of service. Now, it's important to note that Steem It is different than Steem. Steem It is like a wallet. You can access the Steem blockchain. Now, the Steem It people are centralized. They could do whatever they like. They can censor you. But on the back end, you can access Steem by other means, including busy.org, Steam Peak. You could access it with DTube, DLive. So there's other ways to access the blockchain. And indeed, the Steem blockchain remains immutable, and it's not censored. It's censorship resistant. Unlike Steem It, if you're using the Steem It platform to access the Steem blockchain, indeed, you can be censored. So that's what's going on. I have a video linked down below by Mr. Luke Stokes. It's titled Steem Blockchain Cannot Be Censored. If I'm not mistaken, Luke Stokes is associated or is a block producer on the Steem blockchain. And I believe he is also associated with the EOS Decentralized Autonomous Community on EOS. And you guys should check out his video. Okay, it's linked down below, and he explains it better. But basically, Steem is not censorship. It's not censored. Okay, nobody was censored on Steem. It was just Steemit.com, which is funny bunny too, because Steemit.com is basically the entity that's been spearheading the Steem project in the public eye as far as marketing or whatnot, and you know, that's what it is. So, you know, this has become kind of confusing and gave a bad name to the Steem blockchain, and I just wanted to clear it up because I like Steem, and Steem remains a place that you cannot be censored at. So that these guys are still there, posting what they're posting. These guys seem like a bunch of criminals to me, guys. I don't think they're hacktivists like they say there on their posts. They're not hacktivists. All they want is Bitcoin. And if they were smart, they would be thinking of another privacy coin, if you ask me. And apparently they're using the same addresses for all their ransoms. So I'm not sure if they're moving correctly, if it's a psyop or what's going on. But the bottom line here is that Steem remains immutable. Shout out to Namacon. He says, long live anarchy. Cryptozilla says, not if you're trying to paint Bitcoin as the choice of evildoers. There you go. Monero would be a better choice in this case, says Blockchain Susha. Namacon says, I would love you Monero, bro. They have to release a sample what they have. They have out there, Namacon. So you could check them out on, there it is. Let me show you. I mean, I was actually looking at their page. They're on busy.org/@thedarkoverlord, or I'm not sure if it's a guy or a group of people. I don't know. I have no idea. But you could read all their posts, their demands. They're already leaking stuff over here. I'm not sure what they got. Making leaks and posts. And this is their page. This is, you know, what it is. The Dark Overlord's not on Steem It. Apparently not anymore because they got banned on Steem It. But via busy.org or Steam Peak or Steam D, there's all kinds of ways to access this blockchain. You could see their post. 9/11 papers mega leak. So they're demanding, I don't know how many Bitcoins. And then they have tiers of leaks. They say that they get juicier every time they get more money. They've made it clear they're not hacktivists. They're not, you know, trying to get anything but more Bitcoin is what they said. So seems like they're some criminals. Derek McLean says Monero has been already proven not to be the private. It can be tracked pretty easily, says Derek McLean. I've heard some stuff about that, but as opposed to Bitcoin, Monero's more private. So, I mean, you know, again, I don't think this, you know, why are they using Bitcoin? And it seems like, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not convinced with these guys, Dark Overlord. So I don't know. The point here is that Steem is not censored. Namacon says, thanks, champ, checking it out. Okay. Mike Measy says, I was thinking the same thing when they were asking for Bitcoin. Exactly. You know, that's what it is. Derek makes a point. Bitcoin has way more liquidity, but if you would, get the capital as Monero, you could easily swap it out for Bitcoin. So I'm not sure. I checked out their BTC address, and they've only acquired 3 Bitcoins. So, I mean, I'm not sure how much liquidity they need, but perhaps maybe they're expecting to get more. I don't know, but I want to repeat that these guys seem like criminals, so I'm not supporting them from what I understand right now. Bitcoin has way more liquidity. I read that. Blockchain Susha says Bitcoin's the new toy that comes out right before Christmas. At this point, nothing can tarnish or stop momentum. Just buckle in and wait for the boom. Hopefully so. I'm rooting for that, Susha. McLean says, and actually can be less tracked because of that. I'm not sure if it's less trackable because it has more liquidity. I have I disagree with. Everything's right there on the blockchain, so I completely doubt that. Sorian says, yo, champ, just buy Steem for 1 Bitcoin. All right. Bit Papa says, kaboom. I see you out there, Bit Papa. So that's what it is. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Just to be clear, these dark overlord hacker group or hacker person was banned from Steemit. Steemit is not the Steem blockchain. Steemit just allows you to access the Steem blockchain. So if you're looking at the Steem blockchain through Steemit, the actual Steemit site could censor you, but not the Steem blockchain. So if you access it via Busy, SteemD, Steem Peak, the posts are still there. So the blockchain itself is immutable. I think the deep state may have paid Dark Lord off, says Bit Papa. We were just mentioning that. It seems like it could be a psyop against Bitcoin. We have no proof, but we're questioning it. If these are high-level hackers, why would they be asking for Bitcoin? Okay, we already seen that in the dark web, most people are demanding privacy coins. So, it does not make sense. Cash is the most untraceable, which is why liquidity is important to privacy. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Cash is untraceable because there is no ledger tracing cash. It's not because of its liquidity. Although it is liquid, the untraceability has nothing to do with the liquidity. Just check what they release, and apparently it seems like they're the same old WikiLeaks files that have been floating around in the dark web for a while now, champ. Seems super duper funny bunny. Let me hit him with the funny bunny out there. Indeed, it seems a perhaps funny bunny. And they made it clear they're not hacktivists, so, I'm not here supporting these dark overlord cats. I don't know if they're good guys or bad guys, but it certainly smells funny right now. But they're banned from Steemit, but not from Steem. The process of getting cash from crypto is very traceable, says Blockchain Susha. Yeah, Lucian says in Norway they kidnap a billionaire's wife. They asked for 9 million in euro paid in Monero, not Bitcoin. There you go. So it's something to question if these guys are legit or what's going on. But I wanted to know. CryptoZilla with the funny bunny, indeed. So that's what it is, guys. Going back to the market over here, things taking a little dip, a little dive, and a little slide out there. How low do you think it can go? We talked about this yesterday on the price predictions, okay? And that's about $3,200 is what most people were saying there on the post. I'm not sure. It could go lower. I know Namakan was here yesterday. He says prepare for a dip, dive, or slide. I just don't know. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The probability of things going under 3,000 seems less than it did before, but it's still there. Mike Measy says the only thing that they can think of is putting the Bitcoin on a hardware wallet and selling the wallet for its worth in cash. Yeah, I don't know. And, again, there's arguments being made that, Bitcoin is more anonymous than Monero. I'm not sure how true that is or isn't, but I'm not, I'm more on the side of Monero as far as the privacy goes. It's going to be way hard to spend more Monero than Bitcoin. Absolutely, Derek, but you could swap it out for Bitcoin. So perhaps they can acquire it from Monero and swap it out for Bitcoin, which in that case would make it even more private if you think about it. But again, I'm not a criminal and I have no idea how to tumble these coins. I'm just looking at it from an outsider and just the way it looks to me. And the boomers, apparently, it looks like, acquiring the capital through a privacy coin could be smarter than by Bitcoin. And the funny part about these posts is that it keeps saying the only thing we're interested is the internet money, Bitcoin. And they use the same line in every post. So it looks like they're trying to almost create a slogan that relates the ransom to Bitcoin somehow negatively, if you ask me. I'm not sure, guys. I'm still trying to smell it out here. It smells funny to me. Blockchain Susha says Zcash is nice, but Monero is the best privacy coin out there. It seems like that's what the consensus is. Now, one could argue that almost all the privacy coins have been compromised. I don't know. I'm not a hacker. I'm not a deep state operative. I have no idea. I've heard all kinds of conspiracies, but I haven't seen any proof. But, it seems like the consensus is that Monero is the most trusted. Mark D says, nice collapse while we were sleeping. Yeah, we got hit with a rogue wave out here on the left flank. All of a sudden, the market started tanking. Even before, I didn't notice it until right before I went online. Mike Measy says it's Warren Buffett. Yeah. If you're just tuning in, it's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. We got 25 cryptomaniac boomers here in the population of the chat box. As the market takes a dip, dive, and a slide, Bitcoin is down 5%. Ethereum has lost its number 2 spot to Ripple, and it's down almost 12%. Although Vitalik looked like he was making some strength gains, apparently there were not enough. Ripple got part of the package and is injecting some steroids. Apparently, Ripple is on the roids. It's on the gear right now, guys. Who me says Ripple, baby. Listen, Ripple, I'll tell you guys, you know how I feel about Ripple. I'm not a believer, but I'll tell you, I never said that the price was going to tank. I never said that either. Blockchain Susha says, honestly, at this point, I think we all know the government was behind the attack. So why should you care about some randoms hackers have documents? I think the people want to know the truth. And, perhaps some people may be implicated. I have no idea. I'm sure somebody, if you were involved in that in a bad way, perhaps those people don't want to be exposed. It seems odd that these moves happen on Bitcoin in just a few seconds, 200 down and up. So it could be a hedging and big enough to keep pulling this off. It could be. It could be. CryptoZilla makes a point. Cryptonomicon says this Bitcoin dark overlord FUD is making Monero look good, as sexier than ever, establishing it as the official privacy coin of crypto. Yeah, and that's what I've been saying for a while there, Namicon. I've been saying it for a while that Monero seems like the truer crypto to me at this point. So, I've been saying this for a while. You could easily get BTC, go to a Bitcoin ETM and get cash or local Bitcoin. You're right. Yeah, absolutely, Derek. Nobody is disagreeing with you, but you could easily swap out Monero for Bitcoin and then do that. And make it even one more layer of privacy, arguably. $9.99 from Lee Banky. Let me drop a bomb for you. Boom! A sniper also as well. Boom! And a little bit of fiat off the ceiling. $9.99. Lee Banky showing love out there. I was checking out Apollo out there. Actually, I was checking out the website. It seems okay. What I don't like is that it's a pre-mine and some association with McAfee or whatnot. But the idea seems sexy. I'll tell you that much. The idea seems sexy, and the website is attractive. So that's what it is. Apollo, Lee Banky, I believe, runs some sort of community management for the Apollo kids out there. And again, I checked it out. Not for me at this moment, but it's interesting tech. I'll tell you that much. Or an interesting proposition, I would say, because the tech is not working from what I understand. But it is what it is. Thank you, Lee Banky. Anyway, I've been telling you I was going to check it out, so I did. But aside from that, thank you. I appreciate the love out there. $9.99 from Lee Banky. The super chat's open, guys. If you like to show love here, YouTube, the ads, they give a little revenue, but it's because of the super chat that, add that little icing on the cake. We throw there the Baby Champagne's Formula Fun, and we keep the family strong out there. Thanks again to Lee Banky. Namacon says, Champ, you've been advocating Monero privacy, decentralized nature for quite some time. Highly respect that. Like Monero more than ever. Glad it's differentiating itself from the rest. Yeah, you know, I can see the value of Monero. I got a video down below, 5 reasons why Monero could be superior to Bitcoin. And it's also because of coin fungibility. And I know Derek McLean's trying to make arguments here pro Bitcoin as far as privacy, but I encourage you, Derek, check out that video I have about Monero and learn a bit about the fungibility of the coins, and you can see what I mean. And perhaps maybe you can look at things a different way. Five reasons why Monero could be superior to Bitcoin. Again, could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. I said could be. Humi says you should get a Ripple tip box so I can send you some Ripple. Nah, you know, I don't need Ripple right now. I'll pass. I don't want Ripple. You know, I just don't want nothing to do with it, just on principle. Bitcoin dropped to 3,200. I'm buying 3K of Monero, says Namacon. There you go. It may, you know, we talked about the resistance level being at 32, the bottom there yesterday. So it could be. Derek McLean says, yeah, I will do. I have nothing against Monero. It's a good project. Says, yeah, check it out. Yeah, I know we're not arguing here. We're just looking at things differently. But check it out. Maybe if you learn a little bit more about the fungibility, you could see some of the benefits behind Monero. Bitcoin coins are not fungible. You're just tuning in, we got 30 crypto maniacs here. Can Steem users be censored? Steem blockchain cannot be censored, but the Steemit.com platform has its own terms of service. If you're using that gateway to the Steem blockchain, yes, you can be censored, like the Dark Overlord hacker group was, or hacker person was. They're off Steemit, but their posts remain on the Steem blockchain, and they could be viewed there on busy.org, on Steem Peak, or other gateways that allow you to explore the Steem blockchain. You can see their page over here. I'm looking at it on busy.org. That's their page over here. busy.org/@the-dark-overlord is this hacker group, and you can see the leaks that they're doing and the demands they're doing. Again, I'm not supporting these characters because I know nothing about them, and from what I'm understanding, from what I've seen, it looks like they're just criminals. Major capitulation to come, let's not forget. Overall trend is still bearish, Cryptonomicon says. Yeah, I could agree that we're, you know, I don't know if we've, I mean, I've seen some capitulation out there. You know, are we completely capitulated? Probably not. Is the trend still bearish? Maybe. But definitely we can all agree that the trend is not bullish. Okay, the trend is not bullish as some will expect there for Q1. It doesn't seem like that to me. Check out Greencoin and Mimblewimble, a privacy coin that has some new tech. Yeah, and I think you've said Mimblewimble. I've heard Mimblewimble a few times, and I've seen it in the headlines a couple times, but I haven't done the research yet. I'll be honest with you, and I got to look at that because it's not the first time it's came up here in the chat. Thank you, Derek. BC Susha, definitely, but Bull Run Wise Monero is going ham. Okay. Greentech.org, says Derek McLean, to check that out. I'll check that out when I have some time. Thank you. Chris Cantu out there. I see Chris. Steem sucks because you cannot delete old posts. Still got a post that'll be there forever. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing with the blockchain. It's immutable. So, you know, once you post it there, you can't reverse a transaction. So you can't delete it, or you know, you can only just keep making transactions. So again, Steemit can censor people from seeing your post, but not the actual Steem blockchain. So that's what we're discussing here. Dark Overlords got banned from Steemit, but their post remains on the Steem blockchain. And that's the thing with crypto. These blockchains, if they're truly immutable, you know, the transactions are there forever. And that's something to take into consideration. And shout out to Chris. Chris, you've been posting some fire lately. I've seen some fire posts by Chris. He's definitely diving and sliding there, taking extra red pills. Going hard out there and bringing out some old classics. I appreciate what you're doing out there, Chris. Guys, check out Chris Cantu for overall self-improvement, self-development, men going their own way, and a complete kaboom. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Tess Cooks for you. Good morning. I see you, Tess. Derek says, Grin has no amounts and no addresses. Transactions can be trivially trivially aggregated to hide where newly created transactions come from. Okay. Cryptonomicon says 13-month bear market, 6 or more months to go. Sad to say. Nomicon says yes. Yo, Chris, he's loving the vids as well. So there you go. You got, check out Chris. I know you've posted about crypto in the past, but usually it's more self-development and overall self-improvement, guys. And I enjoy Chris's channel. Check him out. Shout out to Tess, Chris, Derek McLean, Mark D, Blockchain Susha, Cryptonomicon, Rafterman. I see you guys out there. Susha says, I'll give the chat a gem. Hedera, Hashflare, thank me later. Generation for crypto, boasting a network technology better than blockchain, limitless concerning scalability. Hedera, Hashflare. Just the name Hashflare kind of turns me off because, that cloud mining service, we were into it at a moment and then it got funny bunny. So I don't know if there's any relation, but Blockchain Susha is talking about Hedera, okay? Rafterman's thinking it'll go down to 1900. Yeah, we've heard about that before, and we've considered that, back into $1,000 range. Although I don't think the possibility right now, I don't think it's going to happen. But there's always some sort of a possibility. So you're not the only one that said that, Rafterman. We got to brace for impact, and I don't want you guys dooming and glooming if it goes down to 1900. Okay, we're gonna have to fend off some trolls and perhaps ban some people out of the box, snipe them. I just threw out the wasted meme on one of these fools the other day. I'm just waiting for some of these trolls to come so I can waste them. I'm ready to weed the crypto garden. Mark D says if Bitcoin touches 1,000, rest in peace, crypto. I doubt it. I doubt it. Listen, Bitcoin started at pennies. So even if it's at 1,000, it's 1,000x up from where it started. So, I'll tell you this, all these altcoins though, these little baby bear altcoins, they better hold on tight. I'm not sure all of them are going to weather this crypto storm. I'll give you that 1,000. Sorian saying Hashflare. I had to let that comment through because it was flagged by YouTube. So yeah, that kind of left a sour taste on some of our mouths. So I'm not sure if there's any relation there, Blockchain Susha, but that's what it is. You're not the only one, Sorian. Blockchain Susha says if it goes that low, I'm selling everything and going all in. Big Papa says he'll sacrifice a virgin for $1,000 Bitcoin. Listen, it can go sub 1,000, and I don't think it would be the end for Bitcoin or crypto. It would be, a catastrophe, obviously. But, blockchain and Bitcoin is here to stay, guys. The fact that it's risen from pennies on the dollars to over $1,000, that's it. It's here. It's already infiltrated the game. It's already here to stay, guys. Chris Cantu says, if it goes to 1900, buy, like in sync. I like that. Shout out to Double X. Good morning, all my crypto brothers. Much love. Shout out to all the crypto brothers out here. All you maniacs that are still following me here during these storms. While things are low, when we get hit by rogue waves, we have to fend off some haters, some funny bunnies, some clowns out there. We got some the proud, the crypto brother maniacs out here. I see you guys. I appreciate all you maniacs. Bit Papa, Sorian, Queens, Chris, Rafterman. I see you guys here. Day one boomers that are here daily sniping at whatever moves. Thank you to the maniacs out there. Boss Lady's in the box. Another general. I see you, Boss Lady. Big Papa said it'll be great if you ask him if Bitcoin drops down in the $1,900 range. So I see we have some boomers out here that won't be shook if those things happen. I'm sure we will have to fend off some trolls in the box, but I'm prepared. Like I said, I'm prepared to weed the garden. Kaboom! To Bit Papa. $2 there in the population. Oh, I hit the wasted by mistake. Okay. $2 from Queen's Races. Boom. How much we're gonna get? How much we got a super chat to see your face? The Nakamoto family has no face. Queen's Races. The Nakamoto family has no face. We only exist online. I like the wasted. Yeah, I had to waste somebody the other day, Derek. Sniped him out the box, And we threw the wasted meme on them. I got a couple new memes out there I might hit them up with. $2 million Bitcoin for face reveal. Yeah, I may have to put up a post here, a ransom over here on Steem, and collect some Bitcoins for a reveal. I like that, Big Papa. Do the wasted. Nah, we're gonna save that wasted for some funny bunny trolls in the box. So if we ban somebody, we're gonna waste them. We just gotta wait for the funny bunny out there. Bring 1K of Bitcoin. I'm a holler of last resort. Shout out to Rafter, man. I see you, Rafter, man, showing love. Queen's races with 250. He says, if I ever heard your voice in public, I'd run up and hug you. I appreciate you, Queens. Thank you for the love, man. I appreciate you. Rafter, man, Queens, and the rest of the boomers out there. Big Papa, I see you guys. The crypto brothers are here, even though things are down. Some of you guys have been rocking with me during this entire swing since Bitcoin was, sub 2,000, and then it went up to when it went up to. You guys have been with me with the ride, and I appreciate you, maniacs. Not everybody's stuck with me, but the few, the proud, the boomers, the quality ones are still here. I'll spot his voice from a mile away. I bet the champ don't talk in public. That's funny. CryptoZilla says, champ took down a Saudi fund buying 2 billion of Bitcoin, 1 billion of Litecoin, 1.5 billion of Tron, blah, 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 out of the box. There you go. Rafterman says he's still hanging. Indeed. 32 crypto maniacs in the box. Bitcoin's down. Some people saying it's going to 3,200. We'll see. And we cleared up this question of whether Steem users can be censored. The Steem blockchain is immutable and it remains there. All the posts that you do on the Steem blockchain cannot be deleted. Now, the only thing that could be deleted or censored is something like a centralized point, like Steemit. Steemit's merely like a wallet that allows you to look at the blockchain and explore or what have you. Steemit is centralized, so they decided to kick those guys off, the Dark Lords, and but their post remains on Busy and Steem Peak and others. Champ has a great radio voice, no homo. Thank you, Big Papa. I appreciate you. Here comes the boom like DMX. Yeah, that's a good one. We should start the show one day with a little sample of DMX. I wonder if I would get flagged. Bye-bye, baby. Some new J's. All right, guys. I think I'm going to start wrapping it up. I think we got to the point today. And we know that the markets are a little bit down, and that's okay. We'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto energy. And tomorrow we're going to be doing 2 live streams. Our normal crypto live stream and then our self-improvement live stream where we talk about weightlifting, diet, exercise. I hope you guys are on the no fap. I don't need you guys fapping till 3 in the morning out there. Okay, I don't need you doing that. I need you getting strong out there. No fap out there, kaboomers. Save it for the degenerates. Ether has been taking it with no Vaseline. Listen, they look good for a second there. Okay? They look good for a second. And there it is. They got knocked out overnight here by Ripple. Let's see what could happen. LMA FAPAO. I see that. So, Champ, what are your thoughts on Steem? Well, I mean, on the actual Steem blockchain and Russia buying crypto, what are my thoughts on Steem? Listen, Steem remains immutable. So although the price is down and there's, people downvoting and there's a lot of things that, are not favorable to Steem, right now the function of Steem is still there. You could still post without censorship. You could still post videos without censorship on DTube. You could still go live on DLive without censorship. I think there is value there as people get knocked off these platforms on the Twitters, on the Grams, on the books out there. I still think there's value on Steem. Now, the price just doesn't reflect that. And I think that's due in part because the coin could be a little bit too inflationary. Maybe too many coins are created at once, maybe. I don't know. On the other hand, also, it's been argued that the downvoting is a form of economic violence and economic bullying. I don't like the downvoting. I think that could be removed. Also, I believe that they need to make it easier to onboard people onto the Steem blockchain. It's too hard. Some people got to wait. It needs to be easy to open up an account. So I still like Steem. I'm still rocking with Steem. The price, not too sexy. Russia Brian Crypto, I don't know much about that. I saw your post. And, I'll expect all the countries to do what they got to do to support their own side and to make themselves stronger. I'm not, surprised. No, Andrew said, no fat, bud. Save that gin energy. Indeed, save that gin energy. Save the energy. Put it to something else. Sky Operator says, what's the consensus on EOS? Is it dead? I don't think it's dead at all. It's one of the most used blockchains. It's not the most transacted, the blockchain with the most activity out there. You can check out blocktivity.info. I believe it's #1. So, no, I don't think it's dead. No. I'm talking about blocking the accounts. Yeah, Marlon, we've been talking about it all the entire stream. Steem blockchain is not censored. There's no censorship on the Steem blockchain. Steem it. That website, steemit.com, is a centralized point. It only allows you to look at the blockchain. So if you're looking through those lenses, yeah, that could be censored. But you can access Steem through Busy, through Steem Peak. There's all kinds of ways. You can make your own website that goes directly to Steem. So no. Dark Overlord account block. You can still see Dark Overlord on Busy. Look at them. I got their page is still up right now. And there it is. Where is the crypto coin count? There you go. Actually, you know what? Before we go, let's check out crypto coin count. Check out the community portfolio. See how we're looking. We're down. We're down. We're down 94.23. We were up yesterday at 10.3. We started with 10,062. Should have cashed out yesterday. This is a virtual portfolio with a $10,000 budget that we created on Monday, and things have taken a hit. Things have taken a hit. Bitcoin itself is down. All the coins are down today. You could see Ether's down 12, Bitcoin's down 5, so the portfolio is down less than 10%. 94.23, and you could check out the coins that we have in our portfolio. Maybe next week we may get some new coins in here and swap out some coins, keep it interesting, or maybe even tomorrow. That's the coin spread out there, so you guys can see it. Ahmed says he agrees the Steem economy model should change. CryptoZilla says, my day is until 3 a.m. because I work EU hours and USA morning to have connections. But if I was in a different time zone, that would be different. He doesn't know that slang. The FAP, yeah, the FAP. No masturbation, basically. I agree the Steem economy model should change, says Ahmed. Yeah, I think that the down voting has turned people off. I think down votes should cost more than up votes. Right now, it's about the same thing. It depletes about the same amount of Steem power. Cliff Martin says Champ is the best. I appreciate you, Cliff. Thank you. Jay Shaw says censorship is worse than death harming babies. Shame on Steem. It's not Steem, and I want to clear that up. It's Steem it. There's a difference between the Steem blockchain and the outfits that allow you to access the blockchain. Steemit.com is a centralized entity, and they went ahead and censored, and I don't like that. I'll tell you, that's thumbs down on Steem, and they're the main outfit that promotes the Steem blockchain. But you could still use the Steem blockchain using other sites like busy.org, like Steem Peak, like DTube, like DLive, like DSound. There's all kinds of ways to access Steem. So no, Steem is not censoring the users. Steemit.com is, and that's not a good thing. CryptoZilla says, don't be spending your time jerking off, basically. Exactly, CryptoZilla. Don't be spending your time being a jerk off. Exactly. My internet's slow today. That Ethereum Classic, though. Yeah, the Ethereum Classic. Where's it at after the hack? Let me check it out. After that 51% attack. Down 11%. So, I mean, it's impacted no more than the other coins are. So really, the hack didn't impact ETH Classic as much as one would have expected. I mean, it's down 11%, but so is Ethereum. If Russia indeed dumps 477 billion cash reserves into Bitcoin, that would indeed boom the price of Bitcoin. Rumor is they will scale with 10 billion first quarter of 2019. Hopefully, I mean, you know, hopefully there is more demand for Bitcoin. You know, I don't know if that's a good thing for Russia or not. You know, that's a whole political question. But you know, if that increases the demand for Bitcoin, that could increase the price. Captain Jane said Steem played itself. Steem it played itself. Yeah, Steem it played himself. I know what it means, but the word FAP sounds funny. Yeah. All right, guys, we've been streaming for 40 minutes. I think that's enough for today. I'll be back tomorrow. 2 streams tomorrow. We'll talk about no FAP if you guys like crypto diet and exercise, staying strong out there. CryptoZilla says Steem fapped itself. All right. Zilla, you still doing the keto diet out there? You still doing the keto diet? I was thinking about that today. Which crypto brothers are still following the keto diet? You know, I was following it for some time. I lost some good weight. But no, I'm no longer following it. I've been eating the carbs myself. I've gained a little bit of weight, but it's some healthy weight, and I'm pushing more behind the bar. So that's a good thing. Impatient Potato says, thank you, champ. Thank you for tuning in, Potato. I appreciate you. Sky Operator says, Bitcoin drop again. Yeah, we've been talking about that. Cliff says, OMG, Bitcoin dump. Yeah, all the coins are dumping. U.S. should not be able to censor global economy with their sanctions, says Marlon Jones. Yeah, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. We'll see. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's fighting for their position. Bitcoin adoption will take the power from the U.S. I applaud Putin if he takes the step, says Marlon Jones. Let's see. I think the U.S. needs to get behind Bitcoin adoption quicker than quick, because other companies, I mean, other countries, not companies, but they are companies as well. I mean, at the end of the day, they're all caps. Anyhow, that's a whole nother Wizard of Oz stream. These countries or companies, or however you want to look at these entities, they're going to be fighting for their own positions. The question is, how does it affect the boomers? How does it affect us? Okay, and I think most of the people here on this stream are on the Western world, not in Russia. So we got to, you know, perhaps side with the U.S. side. I don't know. You know, it's something we want to question. Got to run back to work, champ. Mad love. Always. Thank you. Thank you, Queens. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love today, too, Queens. Stay booming out there. Jay Shaw says, I just want to send a message and make it clear that any compromisings of the values of crypto shall be punished. That's a message directly to those Ripple holders, Jay. Definitely. CryptoZilla says he cut it out over the holidays, but I'm doing low carbs and almost not sugar. Okay, well, congrats to you. I hope that, you know, you reach your goals. Sky Operator says USA sucks, but it still sucks the least out of the other commie countries. Exactly. For all those that are complaining about the U.S., don't be living here and complain. Then go somewhere else. I mean, everybody wants to say bad things about the United States, but everybody wants to come here. U.S. wants to keep the dollar as a reserve so they can centralize control, and fundamentally disagree with this. Now, is it the U.S.? Is it the people of the U.S.? Is it the central banking system? Is it the global reserve bank? You know, those are questions. I think the people want sound money, and I think that's why we're here. We look at Bitcoin as a sound alternative to the fiat currency that's being pushed on so many out there. BTC is above the BS politics. There you go. There you go. I agree. Sky Operator says USA is the last bastion of relative freedom indeed, champ. Yeah, shout out to the USA. A lot of haters with the USA out there, and I think there's some commie propaganda to make you hate on freedom and liberty out there. And again, you know, arguably it's not completely free and it's not completely liberal in the real sense of liberal, but you know, like Sky Operator says, you know, it's better than some of these other commie countries. You could be living in Ecuador for almost nothing and do whatever you want in crypto. No platform blocks people from there. So it's a choice. You're right. You know, it's a choice. If you feel better in Ecuador, go out there. You know, you have choices, absolutely. And I'm not mad at those that decide to go elsewhere, you know. It's better than sitting around and complaining. The most incarcerated country on the planet. Check the stats. You're right about that, Marlon. I said that earlier. I said you could still argue. But again, you know, for those that don't like it, they can go elsewhere. I mean, there's other problems elsewhere. And, you know, there's a reason why people want to come here. I'll tell you that much. You know, I understand why people criticize this country, but I understand why sometimes people, I don't understand why they don't just go elsewhere. On that note, maybe we could talk about that on the open discussion tomorrow. We'll be doing the open discussions, our second broadcast. We could talk about politics, crypto, diet, exercise, ways to become a better boomer out there. And we'll do that tomorrow. I'll end the stream here at 45 minutes. Shout out to Marlon, CryptoZilla, Sky Operator, Queen's Racist, Jay Shaw, all the boomers out there worldwide. Catch me tomorrow early. I'll be doing a crypto stream and then a second stream, open discussion, crypto, diet, and exercise. Steem users, can they be censored? Apparently only on steemit.com or on centralized points, but not on the Steem blockchain. I got everything linked down below if you want to read and listen more. I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you to everybody tuning in. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's biggest cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in.